Hi everyone. Well, this is my second video. I had so much fun building my first foam board airplane that I just wanted to use the leftovers and build another one. If you didn't see the other video, here's my first one now. It's starting to shape up, looking pretty good. Looks more like a Lag 9, if I remember right, than it does a Polikarpov. It's way too long of a fuselage, so I think this is going to become a Lag 9. But I added some panel lines, and I still need to add my Russian markings on it and some red stars here. So that's the first one. And what I did was I just drew out a pattern on a piece of paper, 20-inch maximum wingspan, 12-inch minimum wingspan. And I drew it out and built it. And I'm going to just do a quick short video this time. Here's my interstellar, I haven't given it a name yet, but I've got my wing drawn out here. I drew my center line down the wing. Hope that shows up. You always want to keep track of your center line. And then here's my fuselage I drew, and I drew it twice, so I'll have to go over that. Should be ready to pop out these pieces now. Nope, I need to flip it over, make sure it's cut through all the way on the other side. So I'm going to finish popping these pieces out. Okay, so here's my pieces. I've got my fuselage, I've got my wing, and I've got my stabilizer. And I've got a center line drawn on those. And then on the fuselage, I kind of drew two center lines, so I'm kind of making a mess of things here. But that's so I can figure out exactly where I want to put the wing. And I think I might try to put the wing back here and then make it a canard and have the stabilizer in the front, which will make it balance really, really weird, but that's what I'm going to try to do. Okay, I just took about 3 or 4 minutes and I drew my 3/16-inch slot for the stabilizer and for the wing. And now I'm going to put the dihedral in them. So for the dihedral, this is the same thing I said in my last video, but I'll try to make it a little bit better this time. I'm going to cut the paper away along the center line and cut a little strip, and I'm only going through the top layer of paper. I am not cutting all the way through the whole thing. So just cutting through the top layer of paper, and I'm going to cut another little, about, I don't know what that is, 1/8 of an inch, cutting just through the paper. And then once you've done that, you can take that little piece of paper strip you cut and just peel it away so that you can make dihedral. Oh, I don't know if I cut all the way through up here. Looks like I didn't. There we go. Take my little knife here and pick out that part in the middle. There we go. And I'm just going to compress it a little bit this time so that I've got some dihedral. And dihedral is going to make the plane stable while it's flying through the air. And to hold the dihedral in, I am going to about that much dihedral right there. And now I'm going to get my tape. Okay, so I'm going to put my dihedral in now. So I want to squish that down. Take this piece of tape, press the piece of foam board down, get the tape right there in the middle. Got a couple wrinkles. Okay, and then I'll just cut off the excess right here. I came up with a name for my spaceship. It is the RCP-22, the Reconnaissance Patrol 22. RCP-22. Someday flying around a planet near you. Okay, so now that I put the tape on there, I've locked in my dihedral. That's not a lot of dihedral. If you want it to be really stable, you give it more dihedral. So you just compress that together, cut a wider strip, and then that will hold your dihedral in. And I don't think I even need to do anything on the bottom, but you could add a piece of tape on the bottom to help support the dihedral as well. When I tape it into the fuselage, it's going to also get some tape, and then that tape will help hold it in place. So I'll just test fitting it here. Yep, there we go. All right, so there's my wing for my Reconnaissance Patrol 22, the RCP-22. And I might even put dihedral in my stabilizer just for fun. I'm not sure. Well, I don't think I will yet. If it doesn't fly very well, or if it's unstable, then maybe I'll put the dihedral in the stabilizer as well. What's next is to tape the wing in place, tape the stabilizer in place, unless you're going to be painting, and you can do your paint first. Okay, so there's my RCP-22 with the stabilizer, adjustable stabilizer for custom something. And now I need to give it some nose weight because it probably won't fly like this. Even if it flies level, it probably won't fly far. So I may just add weight to the middle of it, right here even, so that it will fly further, faster. So I could take a glob of Play-Doh and squish it on here. And this wouldn't be to balance it. This would just be to give it some more heft so it goes a little bit further. I'm going to take it outside and try it out. And then I might go ahead and spray paint this one. Okay, here we are at the aerodrome, and I'm going to try out the RCP-22 and see what it does. Okay, not very stable, but it did balance pretty well. I think if I put that dihedral in the front wing, that might make a difference. I'll give it one more test throw, and then I'll do that. Let's see, I've got wind straight into me. Okay, here we go. And yeah, well, it flies. Okay, we'll go from there. Okay, so I decided to paint my airplane this time. And so here's my finished RCP-22, the Reconnaissance Patrol 22. And I did that with it. So there's our RCP-22 right there. Flies okay. Just need to add the weight right here in the middle, and probably just keep on adding weight to the middle of it until it really goes pretty good. All right, have fun.